I'll take you to my soccer game.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 10, double digits.
Hello, world.
Of
that was backwards.
Still
I'll do that the other way. That was one.
There
you go.
Still Untitled Gaming Show with Paul and Ben. I'm Paul.
I'm Ben.
We're going to talk about how everything sucks, but Gamescom is here.
Yeah, which I keep forgetting that's happening because there's like nothing.
There's not really any big stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
but Gamescom, woo!
People have dumped some trailers, yada yada, but yeah, there's not really anything great. But we'll get into it.
I mean, they couldn't have done too much because right now it's the Olympics, so. I mean, can you really ask for that much? They're competing with the world stage here.
Yeah, well, you could, I don't know, announce something cool. Anyway.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, I just double checked, headlines to see if there's anything big that we've missed, but there's really not. So let's jump right into how everything sucks.
Paul.
after multiple rumors and reports from Gamenesia and then Kotaku, it was finally confirmed this week that Final Fantasy 15 has been delayed to November 29th. Original launch date of September 30th. And just like happened less than 2 months ago, I guess, no, it was like 3 months ago now, the internet just exploded with all these accusations of these reports aren't true, it's not delayed. I'm referring 2 months ago, the same thing happened with No Man's Sky, and the community reaction was almost identical in a lot of ways. It was like, terrible reporters, just clickbait. This isn't really happening. And then, of course, they came out and said it is really happening. And it is really happening.
Which, when I first heard that, I was a little disappointed, but also didn't really care. It was a weird mix of emotions because I remember when they were showing stuff at E3 and I thought to myself, this is pretty slick. Like, I kind of want to play it. And then it was delayed. I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot I wanted to play that. Darn it, now I have to wait. So I don't know if I'm actually going to play it.
Yeah. So as a kind of like consolation prize for the delay, they dropped 53 minutes of new gameplay across several channels. It's basically the first hour of the game.
Which, okay, what are your thoughts on showing the first hour of any video game, Paul? Because I feel that it's like, I don't want to watch that because I'm just going to play it. But that's me.
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing. I jumped around in it to just kind of see the different scenarios and scenes. I think it was weird. Like, maybe you just say early gameplay. But this was like straight up the intro cinematic, and then
see what I mean? Like, it's redundant than when I play it, and I don't like that.
Yeah. But maybe they cut things out, maybe. But it certainly seemed like it was just like intro, and then like this opening sequence, and then the like cinematic pullback and displaying the title across the sky. But my first thought was like it seemed boring, but maybe that was because it was the first like early gameplay. Like, you're just ramping up, and it was trying to show off all the different features of like the quest system and the different shops. And
see what I mean? It's just bleh.
Yeah, I was really just like, I'm not excited by this like at all. There's a lot about Final Fantasy 15 that really intrigues me. I really like the like anything that seems cool has a place in this game aesthetic, where it's like 1950s diners, but don't worry, modern cars, but don't worry, monsters, but don't worry, magic. Like, But don't worry, swords.
Yeah, there's no way that this game could be totally overhyped and or anything. No, this is gonna be great.
And also, there's like a Metal Gear stealth section with giant robots. It's like, what do video game players like?
All the things.
Yeah, put that in there. Put that in there for sure.
See what I mean? That's why I'm intrigued by this game. I want to play it, but I'm concerned. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. So, I mean, some other Gamescom previews that I read all said, like, yeah, this game could use an extra couple months of polish.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that was the other thing. The visuals of that gameplay video did not strike me like at all.
Having not watched it, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was not super impressed with the visuals, which they've emphasized multiple times throughout their marketing of Final Fantasy 15. So I feel like, some games you're like, I'm not impressed with the visuals, and it's like no one expected you to be. But this one, you're supposed to be impressed by the visuals. I was not. Maybe it's just the stream. Maybe it would look better on my TV running on my PS4, but I don't know. Yeah. So
are you sold? Are you gonna pick it up, or are you still kind of like me, like?
I'm gonna red box it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And if it catches me, I'll pick it up. But now it's 3 months away, so
you got time.
Yeah, maybe they'll impress us. Anyway, so that's one way that everything was terrible this week. Another way that everything was terrible this week was No Man's Sky released on PC.
Yeah, you'll have to inform me on this because I literally know nothing.
Oh boy.
Really?
So, Ben, remember when me and you released a video game on Steam?
I do.
And it was called Maui. And remember what happened when we released it with our reviews?
Oh, it was a solid mix of, hey, this is broken. Hey, this is broken. Fix this. The tutorial's too hard.
Yeah. So we had that bug that made, for some machines, the tutorial unbeatable. And within 10 minutes of releasing, we were at like 97% negative reviews or something.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened to No Man's Sky.
The salty gamer community. Oh my god.
For a lot of people, it wouldn't even open, or it would be stuck in the initial loading menu screen. And so within a couple hours of it releasing on Steam, it was like 97 or 96% negative. All the way back up to like 57% positive now, but
so they fixed it.
I guess. And then on top of that, you get the people, who are disappointed that the hype bubble burst and it wasn't what they expected. Mm-hmm. And there was just an amazing Reddit thread about, it was titled like, "Where's the No Man's Sky we were sold on?" And it was just this huge, 5,000 plus word thread of every promise that Sean Murray ever made in any interview and how it's not in the game now, with multiple
I'm amazed that
links.
people have kept track of it all this long.
Well, the No Man's Sky subreddit had the information repository, they called it, and it was like every tiny bit of information ever dropped they had kept. And so
oh, poor Sean Murray.
This guy kind of went back, which, duh, they worked on it for 4 years. They're a small team. Of course they had huge ambitions and couldn't do it all. I don't know. I mean, it's his fault for saying in official channels things that sounded like they would definitely be in the game. He should have been a lot better, I guess, throughout the experience, being like, well, the plan is, but you never know, things could change. But I guess that's not.
And I can only assume as the game got bigger and bigger and more hyped, Sony came to them like, hey, let's showcase it. And then Sony would be like, hey, what about adding this? Or they were pressured, like, hey, we could do more. There's so many more people watching us now. It's entirely possible that they themselves as like let's go big on this, but then couldn't obviously deliver.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. In the course of development, features get cut.
Right.
And like, if you don't know that about video games, you're not nearly as educated as you seem to think you are when you complain on the internet. I mean, there were some points that was like Sean Murray would brag all the time about how other games have skyboxes and we don't. It's all really there. And a lot of people have, I guess, proven that there are no stars in No Man's Sky. They're always skybox. And that every time you warp, you're not actually traveling through space. You're just loading screen, yada, yada. I don't know how true these things are, but...
Why does that matter?
Yeah. Well, because Sean Murray said it was that way, and that's what made his game better than others.
Oh.
And so people are calling him a hypocrite, and yeah, I don't know. I will say this, though. Of those people who are actually playing No Man's Sky, like me,
actually playing it, okay,
and some other people who I've read around the internet, the opinion over time is generally increasing.
Okay.
Like, I'll start with me personally. I actually am liking it more over time. Like, I'm getting more into it. Yes,
going.
like the algorithm, like the procedural generation is mostly predictable at this point, but I can legitimately say on every planet there's been something that surprised me. And I guess
whether it be plant life, animal life, just terrain,
or buildings, or like last night I found this plant that like wasn't marked by my scanner, but I could interact with it, which surprised me because usually anything that like could matter to the player is marked very clearly. And I interacted with the plant, and it like opened up, and inside was like this pearl thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the second I picked it up, I was like instantly level 3 wanted by the Sentinels, and this huge force was coming after me. Which was cool. Like, I'd never seen that before, and it wasn't like marked by the game, and it didn't like warn me that it was something important. So it was that real moment of like, I'm just an explorer. I don't know what's going on. I want to touch the shiny
all of a sudden
thing.
You did Indiana Jones, and they're all after you.
Yeah. So something interesting and cool and different like that has happened legitimately on every planet I've landed on.
I should probably redbox this game.
Yeah. But I mean, that being said, like, the animals do seem pretty predictable at this point.
Do they?
But at the same time, there's like always one that surprises me. Like, most of them, I'm like, okay, that's...
Does each planet have like one animal, or how many animals are you seeing here?
Some planets have none, some have a few, some have a lot.
Oh, okay.
So when you first land on a planet, it tells you like the climate is whatever. There are relative number of sentinels here, like low, high, or whatever. And then there's some descriptive word about how many plants there are, and some word about how much life there is, how much animal life there is. So some planets are like lush and have like grass everywhere and trees and like tons of animals, and some planets are just like rocks with
a scorpion, and that's it.
Yeah, or nothing, like no life whatsoever, just rocks to mine. Yeah, so it ranges. And I really like the Kotaku official review came out today. And
okay, what they said?
Basically, Kirk Hamilton's opinion, his like box quote in there, like summary box, was, "I didn't like it, and then I did." And he basically said a lot of the same things I just did, where it's like, at first it was just the hype bubble bursting, but then when I like played the game on its own terms, I started paying attention, slowing down, like looking and appreciating like the game really wants you to. I enjoyed it a lot more. And this is the kind of thing why I say this is a game out of its time. This is a game that expects you to have the attitude of a text adventure gamer while being, pretending to be a AAA space exploration sim in 2016. It expects you to like want to take your time and really dig in and like take notes and figure out all the intricacies, which just isn't how people play video games anymore.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you play it with your father?
No, that hasn't happened yet. That's been delayed, just like Final Fantasy 15. The internet is exploding. Well, my birthday is coming up in a couple weeks, and so I think the new plan is at my family birthday dinner, we'll have everyone watch some X amount of No Man's Sky as their like gift to me. They will pay some attention to what I do. Yeah.
That's a unique birthday gift?
Yeah.
I don't know how well that would go in my family.
I think this will
When's your
go
birthday,
okay
Paul?
in my family. It's September 9th.
Gotta make note of that.
So when, I guess, how many weeks is that? Did you get a new phone?
No.
It's 3
I got a
weeks
new case that has a
Friday.
loopy. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, that's what it is. It's the case. Okay.
Yeah, it has a little thing you stick your finger through so you don't drop your phone, and it's really convenient to like. I like it a lot.
That does look convenient.
September 9th.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Anyway, so those are the two big reasons that everything sucks this week on the internet.
I think that's unjustified to say everything sucks, Paul. Come on. I mean, let's talk about this for a second here. Titanfall 2 has an open beta this weekend.
Yeah, which they're calling a technical test. They are not using the word beta. I thought that was funny.
Well, they're so close to launch relatively that maybe they can't really incorporate too many of the changes, but they I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm going to play it.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because, like, even if it's not a real beta, everyone's been using the term beta lately. Mm-hmm. But they're calling it a technical test, which I guess is a more honest.
Yeah, let's make sure the servers don't crash like they have been lately with different games.
Yeah. And so, there was a press event. There's been story line impressions and multiplayer impressions released by a lot of the big outlets.
And dang, this game looks great.
Yeah, generally positive from everything I've seen. I still wonder how it will hold up in a very full shooter fall. Like,
yes,
there's not much to be excited about for a lot of gamers this fall, but if you're a first-person shooter fan, holy crap. You have one of the more promising Call of Duties in a while, even if it is such a downvoted YouTube trailer.
People are just being salty.
Battlefield 1, which, now that No Man's Sky has arrived and disappointed anyone, is like the new king of hype.
Yes.
Everyone's freaking out.
I want to rent that game too. Because it just looks so pretty.
And you have Titanfall 2. It's just very crowded.
Though I'm still worried about all these new Titans, and are they going to make Titans generic and bland because there's too many that it's going to be like, I don't know. I'm just a little nervous. Like, can it be too much? Yeah, it can. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you never played the first one.
That technical test? No.
Yes, we will. What was the last competitive shooter you played? Not Overwatch.
Does Destiny count?
No, I'm going to go with military shooter. Call of Duty, Battlefield. Like, Halo doesn't really count either, but that's the last, like, Titanfall was my last one that I played. Like the hardcore.
Yeah, if Halo doesn't count.
Not really. What Halo did you
like,
play?
honestly,
Hold the phone.
I played Halo 5 on your Xbox One for like 10 minutes that one day.
You did? I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember I tried your bumper jumper configuration and totally screwed it up.
Yeah, I've switched, if you're wondering. I now do recon and I do the claw grip, so, just so you know.
You do claw grip? You are serious. Holy crap.
Oh, it was a work in progress. Like, where's my controller? Like, here it is. Claw grip. It's really kind of gross, I admit that. But
no,
yeah, it's an acquired taste.
Honestly, like, I tried Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, I think.
Well,
but I didn't play them like extensively.
I'm just gonna tell you this right now, Paul. These games are intense. They're super Twitch based, and I played like back at school. Drew and Riley were playing like Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, Ops 3 or whatever it was.
3.
And only playing like 2 or 3 lives on that. Oh my gosh, that is like the twitchiest based thing I've ever played in a long time. So prepare to get your teeth kicked in, Paul.
Okay.
But go in with that expectation, and then you'll be fine.
Okay. I generally go into with that expectation for most online games.
What about
I guess
Overwatch?
Not so much anymore. Overwatch, I have like a 60% win rate, so I think.
See, which the news
doesn't count.
The news of the medieval castle. I love medieval.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that map looks super cool. So it's a hybrid. You escort the payload, and then you have to capture a point and then escort a payload. But like at some point, the payload breaks down the wall because it's a battering ram, and then you fight in the castle. Very cool.
Awesome.
And I will bet you an undefined amount of money that this means there are like medieval themed skins coming as well, which also sounds very cool.
Reinhardt is already a knight, so
yeah, and there's already the Valkyrie skin for Mercy, but I bet like Genji will get a more traditional samurai skin.
Have you spent any money besides purchasing the game on the game?
No, I haven't. I was pretty tempted at first by the Summer Games loot boxes, but
yeah,
I've been pretty distracted by No Man's Sky. I haven't played as much Overwatch lately.
That's fair.
Yeah. But the Summer Games skins and stuff, or the Summer Games idea in general is very cool.
Have they added anything else besides Lucio Ball?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, and Anna, the hero. There's still a lot of rumors flying that Blizzard has something up their sleeve as far as another hero to be announced at Gamescom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sombra, the like stealth hero that's been rumored for a long time. People think they're going to announce at the end of Gamescom. Which Blizzard is like really, I don't know, they're making a pretty big splash at Gamescom this year with this Overwatch announcement, and there's been some Heroes of the Storm announcements, StarCraft maps coming. Zarya will be a new hero. Zarya from Overwatch will be in Heroes of the Storm as a hero playable.
Is Heroes of the Storm still big?
It's referred as one of the big three now in terms of MOBAs. Dota 2, League of Legends.
Good job, Blizzard.
I mean, some people say that. It's not going to have a $20 million prize pool, So it's a distant third, I think, but it's definitely in third.
Okay.
From what I can tell, I don't super follow the MOBA scene.
No, I mean neither, obviously.
Hang out with all the MOBA players that we used to hang out with on a daily basis.
Good guys, though.
Good guys.
I wonder how they're doing.
Some other news. A lot of news about Destiny Rise of Iron dropped.
Which, are you still playing that at all? Like, you got into it for a week and a half and then not?
Nah, yeah, I haven't gone back to it. Overwatch and No Man's Sky have kept me away from it.
Because so a friend of mine at work, he's like, his brother guilted him into getting it, so him and his other brother, so the three of them can play, because they really wanted to play the Rise of Iron DLC or whatever, and he's like, well, I played Destiny last night, and I just smirked at him because I know that I'm like, well, Marcus, how long are you going to be playing that for? And he's like, I don't know, maybe a week. I'm like, exactly. So the rumors, like, they're all working on Destiny 2. I'm just going to wait for Destiny 2, and I might pick it up. Probably not, but maybe next year.
Yeah, it'll definitely be next year. Probably next fall, to be honest.
Yeah. So all the Destiny news, like, they haven't had private matches till now. Why not? Like, what? What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, well, PvP has always taken a back seat in Destiny. It's always been, you do it for quests, pretty much. Like most people, most of Destiny is about PvE.
Okay, that's probably true.
So it just hasn't got as much attention. But I don't know why there hasn't been private matches before. Yeah, and that new strike they showed off, it's very maze-like, which is different. A lot of the strikes are very like, go here, now turn,
Point
now
A,
go here,
point B,
now
point
turn.
C, point D, fight the boss, grab your loot.
Yeah. And they announced the collection, so you can now buy, like one disc that has everything Destiny so far.
Oh, kind of the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, which they did last year with Taken King, but they can do it again, I guess. They must
do what they want. They're Bungie.
New player juice out of it. Or I guess repeat player juice. People who've completely ditched.
So you stopped playing it. Well, what about your brother?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he stopped playing it too.
Oh, really?
He's still. I mean, Star Wars is his first and only true love, and so he's actually he's still on Battlefront.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Battlefront.
Yeah, they've been releasing.
Did you sell that back, or did you still have it?
I still have it, but only because my brother might ask me to play it at some point. I never play it myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like right now, if I'm going to play a shooter, I'm going to play Overwatch, Like that's the one I like the most by far right now. Yeah. But yeah, Battlefront's still releasing DLC, getting better and better, just like Destiny did.
I wonder how much DLC have they released? Like a lot?
Like 3 major expansions. They did Jabba's Palace and stuff in one expansion. The most recent one is Cloud City. Can't remember what the other one was, if there was another one. But there's still a Death Star expansion coming at some point.
Oh, yeah, the Trench.
Yeah. And they're going to do a Rogue One expansion. It's going to be the last one.
Which, I saw the trailer for that. Okay. It's going to be great. I have a hard time with the Star Wars with no Jedi. That's my thing. Okay, I like Jedi.
Okay, but like no Jedi, but there's this Asian dude who like tells you to be one with the Force and fights with the stick.
Like, it's not a laser stick.
Yeah. So
no laser, no dice, Jedi. Man. And he has nasty cataracts in his eyes.
Yeah. And they confirmed Darth Vader is coming. It will be in the movie to some degree.
I wonder if it's going to be Hayden Christian.
No, it's not. Are you kidding me? Disney won't let them touch the prequels with the 10-foot pole. There's no way that it's Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, maybe.
No. 100% no.
Have they already confirmed that?
They don't need to. Anyone with a brain knows that's not a thing.
Whatever, Paul. I secretly hope, okay?
It will not be Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. That would be the dumbest. Who would like that?
I would on principle.
No, you wouldn't. Now you're just trying to defend your idea. You know it would be
Yes, I'm
terrible.
trolling you. I mean, it's a guy in a mask. Who's really gonna care?
This is Star Wars we're talking about.
It's a guy in a
Who's gonna
mask.
care?
Who's gonna care who the actor is?
My sister-in-law cried when she met David Prowse. Have we talked about this?
No. Also, who's David Prowse?
He's the one in the Darth Vader suit in the original trilogy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
See
So
what
you
I
never
mean?
saw his face. He never spoke.
Exactly.
But my
See?
sister-in-law, when she met him, she cried because it was him. It was the guy. It was Darth Vader. So of course people are going to care who's under the mask.
Well, did she cry when she met Hayden Christensen? Okay, because she might.
She never met Hayden Christensen.
Well, maybe she should, and we should see if she cries.
Okay, you call your boy Hayden Christensen. We'll set up a meeting.
I'm on it. I'm gonna tweet him.
By the way, we had one viewer through that whole Star Wars rant, and now they're gone.
That's fine.
Probably because we weren't talking about delays, failed launches, or Gamescom, which is the title of this broadcast.
Jerks. Well, okay, Injustice 2. You're into fighting games, weirdly enough.
Sort of, yeah, a little bit.
A soft spot in my heart,
yeah,
but I do nothing about it.
They Injustice 2 released a new trailer featuring Deadshot, who looks
True.
and it seems to play exactly like Deathstroke from Injustice 1. And Harley Quinn was the other featured character in this trailer.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool, actually. Hope it's free on PlayStation Plus.
It won't be at launch. But the big thing that got me was they released a bunch of gameplay through IGN, and they showed the customization options for a lot of characters.
Yeah, they explained that at all?
Yeah, that's what they did in this gameplay. It's basically, hi, fighting game, meet RPG mechanics.
Yeah, but how does that work in a fighting game?
It's like you get equipment for your character that like slightly changes stats, and there's even like tiered rarities of character equipment. So like they showed Wonder Woman putting on a legendary shield that like altered some sort of stat. And you can change color, and you can change outfits, and you can change equipment, and so basically
Does this affect online play?
Yes, I believe it does.
Oh my gosh, the humanity.
Yeah, so it'll be very weird. We'll see how it's received. We'll see how it plays into like competition play. If they'll be like, oh, he's doing the legendary shield Wonder Woman build or something. But I think it's a retention tactic. Fighting games have a huge retention problem, and if you have stuff to unlock and a
collectoritis,
yeah, Skinner box.
You want to get the best build you can.
Yeah. And there'll probably be annoying stuff like special event or limited edition items, paid items. Yeah, it's trying to modernize like the business plan of a fighting game essentially through RPG mechanics, the ultimate money drain of all games everywhere.
Yeah. Which I wonder if it's never going to go away, is it?
Not as long as human psychology runs on Skinner boxes.
Okay.
So you can find a way to change that. And the thing that's getting me is, I don't know how long this has been a thing, but rarity color is basically standardized across all of video games now. It's white, green, blue, purple, yellow.
Well, I mean, it's probably on purpose.
Yeah.
Whoever started it, and then it became huge, and they're like, well, we better keep it going.
Yeah, it's in Hearthstone, it's in Destiny, it's in The Division, it's in No Man's Sky. It seems to be in Injustice 2.
Has the Division recovered at all?
No, The Division is an ultimate disaster. It really is. It made a lot of money though, so you could bet your bottom dollar that there'll be a Division 2.
It's an ultimate disaster. A little fatalistic, Paul.
Well,
I would love to know the numbers of that game at this point, though.
yeah, they're not good. I'll tell you that.
She almost hit her head. Yeah, sorry.
There's something else. There's another piece of news that didn't make it onto my list that I remembered while we were talking.
Was it a fighting game? Was it Destiny? Was it Division?
No.
Microtransactions?
Oh, no. Steep, that Ubisoft skiing game. They announced an official release date of December 2nd.
Oh, I thought that was already announced. I guess they only said December, huh?
They had just said December, yeah. So now it's officially December 2nd.
Okay.
A new trailer dropped for Watch Dogs 2, outlining the online multiplayer, which, like the first one, will be seamless. But
I did not watch it. I only saw that it had one today.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yes, and I think.
Did you yawn?
Well, no, but I wasn't like jumping out of my seat either. And like Watch Dogs 1 had like 6 or 7 different multiplayer modes. Like it was kind of ridiculous. And this trailer only highlighted 3, and I can't tell if that means there's only 3 or like, because Watch Dogs 1 had races, had that like second screen, one person is controlling the cop helicopter and you're trying to escape. It had free roam. It had invasion. It had hack. I guess that was invasion. Anyway, it had a lot of different multiplayer modes, and this one highlighted invasions, co-op, which was not in the first one, and bounty hunts, where if you're a huge jerk to civilians, it will actually place a bounty on your head online and people will come after you. And that was in the first one, but this time you can have up to 4 people hunting you at once, which you could not in the first one.
So I assume that they took the metrics from the first game and they're like, well, everyone played these 3 and chose those ones.
At least from my perspective, was by far the most popular multiplayer mode in Watch Dogs. So that's definitely what they're emphasizing now.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so you're probably right. It'd be interesting to see if races are in it, though, because they made a big deal out of improving the driving. So if they did that, you think they'd keep racing in?
Which Forza 3, I did watch a little bit of that gameplay. Game still looks great. It's the first racing game that I'm like, I might buy you. Still might buy you.
First racing game ever?
Not ever. I did buy Dirt 3 and played it for 20 minutes, and I'm like, why did I buy this? I mean, I did get it on Black Friday for like $12 or something, so.
That's the best kind of purchase that keeps America alive.
Okay.
The impulse buy, where you don't actually use the product or services.
My latest impulse buy from Black Friday was the Rare Replay for Xbox One, because I like a lot of those games, and I'm like, I'll go around and play some of them. Nope. It's just sitting there on my shelf. I did get it for half off, so $15. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Last Black Friday, I picked up Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Splatoon, and really dug into both of them. So
I also played Splatoon, but if the rumors are true, it's just going to come out on NX. So
here's what I want. I want Pokken Tournament on NX. Honestly, if that is announced, NX is a day one buy for me.
What? Why?
I love Pokken Tournament.
Of all the games,
Um,
Pokken Tournament's the one. What about Smash Bros? You don't get into Smash Bros at all?
no way, man. Are you
I don't
serious? Like
understand that.
Smash Bros. I like Smash Bros, but I don't ever pretend to understand it. And every time I play it, I just get destroyed.
It's like way easier to understand than Pokken Tournament.
No, it's really not.
No,
You
yeah, it
have
is.
not played the tutorials in Pokken Tournament.
Oh my, Paul, I
Um,
really wish you were like. I'm not great at Smash Brothers. I'm pretty sure I'm better than you, unfortunately. I wish we were on par so we could just
yeah.
spar.
No,
But
you are obviously better than me, as was displayed by our 8-man tournament thing we had that one day at EAE,
I just
where I got
what
second every
Pokken
game
Tournament.
because I
Paul,
avoided non-selected to everyone. What? Oh, did you freeze? You froze. Forgive Benjamin and his terrible internet. Internet.
oh, now you unfroze. You're back.
Okay. Anyway, you were chastising me about Pokken Tournament.
Y- yes, I was. You froze again.
Oh, I'm back.
Now you're back. I was chastising you. I do realize that Smash Bros. Isn't for everyone. I wish it were.
He's gone again. Well, this
You're
is not
back.
gonna. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Anyway, Pokken Tournament, I'm glad you like it. I wish Smash Brothers was for everyone. It is not. She just did an amazing dive.
I like Smash Bros. I just like Pokken Tournament more, which I
Uh,
realize is not the most popular opinion by every gauge imaginable. But
correct.
I don't know. Pokken Tournament just clicked for me. Like unlike any other video game, or not video game, any other
Fighting
fighting
game
game
in a long time.
ever. Like honestly, in my whole life, I've never
Really?
understood a fighting game the way I understand Pokken Tournament.
Okay, well, anything but Pokken Tournament. The next fighting game that you buy, Paul, I will also buy so we can play that game.
Okay, it might be Injustice 2, to be honest, because I did really like
Okay.
Injustice.
Okay, great. And I never really played it, and so you'll have the advantage on me for a little while until
Yeah.
I destroy you.
Well, Injustice 2 probably is until March 2017, so we got plenty of time.
Well, just remind me. And
Okay. It'll be
but
epic.
speaking of which, it is now 10 o'clock, and I need to go to a soccer game.
Okay.
So this week has not totally sucked, contrary to your title.
I'm being hyperbolic.
Clickbaity, Paul.
Well, no, there were sections of the internet that were totally melting down this week. That is not an exaggeration.
That is, yeah, you're right. I was not one of them, fortunately.
And Gamescom did not really counterbalance it very heavily because there
It
haven't
did
been
not
any.
catch the world on fire, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck at your soccer game.
Thank you, sir. And that might inspire
Uh,
me to play some Rocket League, which I haven't played in months.
Still a great game.
I bet it is. Bet it is.
That Rocket League Rumble. I don't know if we've actually talked about that.
No, what is that?
Oh, you don't know anything about Rocket League Rumble? They announced it at
Oh,
the Championship Series. Rocket League Rumble is Rocket League with power-ups. So
what?
free, yeah, they're gonna like have ball freeze, and like the ball will stick to your car. A tornado that will carry the ball for you.
When is this?
Uh, it's like September sometime.
Next month.
Free update.
Okay, well, that's going to happen. We will do that.
Yeah, we'll do that for sure. I can't
Okay.
believe I forgot that we hadn't talked about it.
No, and we'll talk about it
a
more
fun
once I do
announcement.
some research.
Yeah, go check out that trailer.
Okay. Paul, I'm going to go.
Okay.
Have an excellent evening. Goodbye, Internet.
You too. Bye, internet. Thanks, one viewer.